Hi, my name is Michael Russ, author of the best-selling Zero Adversity, 3 Practical Steps to Freedom, Fulfillment, and Creating an Authentic Life. And the process in the book that I outline is 3 steps. It's very simple. Perceive, respond, let go. That's what it is. And it's applicable to any event. And the overriding goal in using this process is to eliminate adversity in your life. And it starts from whenever the event occurs or as it's unfolding. And I want to take this zero adversity process and just apply it as a template to a situation that I have become aware of in a couple of different cases from 2 friends of mine, which is somebody in the office who they refer to as a slacker, somebody who is less than motivated in doing their job, and in doing so are messing up one way or another. And it's affecting people around them, but it's not particularly affecting the people who told me about the situation, although they are the ones who are experiencing negative feelings and emotions, anxieties, maybe distress, or something like that from knowing about this particular person. Now, let me just say this. Perception. Perception is the first step in zero adversity in the process because you have a choice about how you perceive events. You can perceive any event or circumstance as positive, neutral, or negative. Most people default to seeing things negatively, and that takes them down a path of consequences of negative feelings and emotions that create even more adversity for themselves. And the inner conversation is a part of that, your self-talk. So I want to apply it to the situation very simply. Let's say, in this particular case, that your job does not depend on this other person, the slacker's performance. Not at all. It's just that you have an issue. You take issue with the fact that this person is doing this slacker job, that they're not motivated, that they're not doing their job properly, that they are messing up, so to speak. And you recognize it, and it's affecting maybe people that you know, but not you personally. Well, here's the thing. Knowing that you have a choice about how to perceive the event, it's just simply an event. You've given it the negative connotation, but it's just an event. So let's move beyond that and say, how do we respond to this event? Well, the first question you ask then is, can I do anything to change this situation? Is anything I do going to have an effect, a positive effect on this person? Are they going to stop doing what they're doing, become more motivated? They're going to give 110% now? That's the question you want to ask yourself. And in this particular case with my friend, when this person is actually part owner of the business and a general manager as well, she can't do anything. This person's not going anywhere. That's it. They're there to stay. And since this person's performance does not reflect in any way upon her job, in other words, she doesn't depend on anything this person does in order to do her job to the maximum efficiency, then she only has one overriding response. Let it go. That's it. Let it go and move on. There's no reason to become an emotional puppet because of somebody else's behavior, actions, what they think, say, or do. That is the reason why you just simply let it go. It doesn't have anything to do with you. If you're letting this person eat up your time, your energy, brain cells, cause negative feelings and emotions when nothing you do in life depends on what they do, then you have to rethink that whole paradigm, okay? And that's why I wrote Zero Adversity, because I've been using it for about 30 years. Now, let's take another situation where my friend at his company, the person in his company that's the slacker is his boss. And it's about the 5th boss he's had in the past 10 years. This particular person, according to him, is just in the position to be moving on. It's just a stepping stone to something different. What he hadn't figured out yet was that everybody in the company now, since he's done it a couple of times, has figured it, that they know, and he's not going anywhere. So my friend, who had been there 27 years plus, he'll be retiring in 30 years, he went to this particular person and told him, hey, look, you know what? I'm just going to simply tell you, this is the way it is. Everybody in the company knows that you're only here because you're looking to use this as a stepping stone, and they know that you're not getting your work done to the best of your capability. So they're not interested in accepting your assertions and you're putting in for a promotion. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be moving to a different department and moving up the scale. You're going to have to prove something here, so you might as well get to it. And he had the authority to do that. I mean, he'd been there a long time. He's very secure in his job, very confident as a human being. This may not be something that you can do, in your position, but I'm simply saying that you have options in some cases. And now, with his boss's job didn't reflect on him. That boss was giving work out to other people that he worked with, and he didn't really like it. So he took some action. In this particular case, understand that he had options. His option was one of action. My other friend, who I described first, had no options in terms of affecting this person's thoughts, emotions, feelings, actions, words, nothing. So recognizing this releases a lot of distress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress that you might be incurring. Now I want to say this one thing. If you're unhappy with a job that you're doing, the work that you're involved in, you should always make a list of things. And what do you like? What do you not like about it? It's a pros and cons list. And focus on the pros, look at the cons, and say, what about this can I control? And if you can't control much of what you're really unhappy about, you have to either let it go or move on. I prefer to focus on those things. If the positive things, the pros, far outweigh the negatives, focus on those. Get up in the morning and focus on those things, and let the other things just simply fall away, because they don't have anything to do with your overall happiness in your job. Just focusing on it. It's what we tend to do. We tend to focus on the little minutia that we let eat away at us and drive us crazy. Well, no more of that. You've got Zero Adversity now. Pick up the book at Amazon. Read it. It's a 70-page read or a 113-minute listen. I'm going to be doing more videos like this to show you how to apply Zero Adversity to your life to make it a whole lot easier and much more dynamic, and I'm looking forward to doing that. So until next time, my name is Michael Russ. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.